So I have finally decided to build 5 by 3 business lot setup for my Sophist. And by the way, I've abandoned this character or alt for too long. However, like the books for this class are really cheap and it's easy to get 12-12, so the build would be cheap for me and really easy. However, what would you do if you're playing another class and you only have 12-9? That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to show you how to make the cheapest build with like 12-9 nodes, especially if you're a new player. So the first thing you would want to do is come to this website. I would leave the link in the description. And you have to put the 5 by 3 setup that you're going for. For Robust Spirit, this is the like 5 by 3, which is Robust Spirit, Curse Doll, Adrenaline, Grudge, Keen Blunt. And for a new player, I would expect them to have something cheap as plus 12. For example, Curse Doll. I would not expect a new player to have plus 12 Grudge, for example. So let's use Curse Doll as an example for plus 12 and obviously plus 9 class. After you put your initial information and what you have at hand, the very next thing to do is to do your stone. And remember, never buy accessories before you do a stone first. It's a big mistake because sometimes you get like lucky and you get an 8-7 stone and it will actually make your build a lot cheaper. So after you do your stone, let's say you got your 7-7 on, for example, Adrenaline and let's say Grudge. So now that you did your stone and you got 7-7, the very first two accessories that you should buy should always be class accessories. And the reason is simple. Class accessories are hard to come by, they are rare, and they are the most expensive. So you don't want to end up in a situation where you got general engravings first because they are always available and they come at different prices. If you got them first, you might sometimes find a really good class earring and you will be forced resell the earring you bought so you can get that class earring. Always get class accessories first. And I would advise you to get them on the rings for a lot of reasons. Since they are expensive, you're most likely to opt for like a low quality one so you can make your build cheaper. And as we know, it's better to get low quality on the rings simply because earrings give more stat and you always want to aim for higher combat stats on the earrings. So class ingredients try to aim for rings and it's fine if you even if you get like low quality to make your build cheaper, you're not sacrificing too much. Now, after doing this, the very next thing you're going to do is check which combination with class engraving is the cheapest. So the only options we have here are Adrenaline, Grudge, Keen Blunt. So I'm going to do that. I would come here. So let's put Grudge first. So what? 460k for a ring. This is ridiculous. I didn't know like Sophist mains were this greedy. Wow. So, as we saw the prices of Garage, now we're gonna check the prices of Adrenaline. So Adrenaline is a bit cheaper than Keen Blunt at last. So you would want to do something like Keen Blunt and let me see, was it Grudge? So yeah, so this is not a terrible earring. It's decent. So you can get this Grudge earring and the other Keen Blunt ring. So now that you checked the prices, we figured out that there is a good earring with 5 Grudge and uh, 3 Robo Spirit. So we're no longer going for like double earrings because we actually found better options on the earring. So it would be something like this. And then we found a good option with Keen Blunt on the ring. So now that we finished Robust Spirit and the class Ingredient, the very next thing to do is the necklace, because simply for the same reasons, for the rarity and the prices. So as we know, this is a full spec crit class. So we would need like a Nicholas with a lot of spec. So we can't afford to get like a Nicholas with low spec. And we have to check our options here. So we have Keen Blunt 5 and Adrenaline 3. We have Keen Blunt 5 Grudge, Keen Blunt 5 Corsadol 3. We also have 5 Adrenaline Grudge 3 and 5 Adrenaline Corsadol 3. So basically we would check all the necklaces for all the combinations and pick the best one with the best price. So for example here, oh, and then let's start with the key blunt combinations. So let's start with adrenaline. Oh, that's really expensive. So I think 5 key blunt, 3 adrenaline is out of the question. Now let's see grudge. Oof, it's even more expensive. Okay, let's see curse doll. Yeah, curse doll is out of. Never mind. Wait, this might be decent. Oh, this. This is actually a good necklace because if you notice, this is lower quality than this one, but this one has more spec. You should always prioritize the necklaces with more spec. So this has 450 spec, this has 470. So this is a really good option. So we will mark it as favorites and come back to it later. And now we checked all key blunt combinations. Let's check adrenaline. So adrenaline 5. Wait, this is good as well. Oh no, this is not as good as the other one because it's really low spec. So I would avoid this one. But this one is good, but it's too expensive. And all of these are bad. So Adrenaline Costo is out of the question. Let's see Grudge. Ooh, okay. This is not too bad, but yeah. But this one is better simply because it has more spec. Okay, so we do this. So these are our options. Either this one or this one. And let me see the price of this one. So this one is 45k and this one is 50k. So only 5k difference. And I would go with the higher quality one, especially because it's cheaper. So this is not good. So this is our winner. And it's basically 5 keen blunt 3 course doll. So 5 keen blunt 3 course doll. Oh my god, I just remembered the negatives. I forgot to put the negatives. So I've been recording the whole time and I forgot to include the negatives. I am so stupid. But you know what? What do we do now? Okay, I will just make up some negative. Let's hope. Let's hope this is just like defense reduction 1. And this is, for example, attack power reduction 3. And the necklace is movement speed 2, for example. Let's go with these random stuff, especially since it's only like 3 accessories, so it's not supposed to get juicy yet. So now we're done with basically, yeah, we're done. And now we're almost done and we only need basically, two accessories. So what we will do now is we would see which is the most expensive one. And let's see first, like the combinations that we need. We need 5 adrenaline, 3 grudge, and we need 3 adrenaline, 5 Kimblant. And I assume 5 adrenaline key, like 3 grudge, is more expensive than the other one. So we would check which one is the expensive one. So first let's remove this because we're not doing a necklace anymore. So 5 adrenaline, 3 grudge. Let's see the, oof, what is going on? Look at these prices. Okay, you can get a cheap one, a cheap ring, 5 adrenaline, 3 grudge. Actually, let's see the earrings. Maybe the earrings. Okay, the earrings are worse. Holy. And let me see the other combination, which is keen, blunt, and adrenaline. So the rings are really bad here too. So basically, you're forced to take an earring on 5 keen, blunt, 3 adrenaline, and then a ring when it comes to 5 adrenaline, 3 grudge. And in this case, since you're left with an earring and a ring, you should prioritize getting the earring. The reason is simple. Since you need high quality on this one, so you would want to take your time, find the best one. Then when you get it, you would instantly like wear it, and then you would like try to find the ring. Because if you did the opposite, if you found the ring first, then what happens if you found a really good earring? Then it collides with the negative here. Let's say this was +2. Actually, let's even make it +3 defense reduction. And then this was like the good earring you found was also a defense reduction. Then you're already past 5 nodes of negative. That's why you would always prioritize at your last options earrings, then ring. And I guess that's it. And hopefully you learned how to properly build a cheap 5 by 3 for your character.